Hi everybody, I'm Elise from the blog LePetitSaintCrochet.com, and today we are talking about whether or not the Animal Friends of Pica Pau 2 lives up to all the hype. And there has been a lot of hype about this book. Maybe you are new to crochet toys and to amigurumi and you are wondering what in the heck almost said a bad word. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm glad I got myself there. Maybe you are new to the world of crochet toys and to amigurumi and you're wondering what in the world a Pica Pau is. And let me start off by introducing you to Animal Friends of Pica Pau, the original book. This one came out in November of 2017 in the US, and that was around the time that I began crocheting toys. And when I saw on the cover of this book this little frog right here, I fell in love and I just thought I have to make him. So after only crocheting one little toy, and I'm going to show it to you right now, this little rabbit is the first one that I ever did. It is from Woolly Wonders Crochet. If you have never checked out her channel, you need to. She has so many amazing tutorials for amigurumi. I absolutely love everything that she does. Let me get him out. Let me find him. I got to look around in my stash up here. Oh, where is he? I wonder if Olive took him. Olive might have taken him. Ah! Well, dang it. I can't find him right now. No, I can't find it. I had very little amigurumi experience when I embarked on crocheting the frog, and I still have him, and I still think that he is really cute. He's got some issues, but that's okay. That began my love with all things Animal Friends of Pica Pau. I have actually crocheted 14 of the 20 patterns that are in the original book. When the author Shankle announced that she would be releasing a new book, I was like, what? And the internet was all abuzz. Everybody on Instagram, all of the amigurumi lovers, we were all like, oh my gosh, what is she gonna do? How is it gonna look? What are the new characters going to be? And we were all excited, and there was a lot of hype. At that point, I started wondering, is Shankle going to be able to create something so wonderful? And she actually even expressed a few times on her Instagram, she is an amazing lady. She is from Argentina and she's very passionate, and she shares a lot of her emotions on her Instagram page. And she actually even was expressing how kind of nervous and scared she was. Would these new designs be as wonderful? Would they be as well received? And to be honest, I felt a little worried for her because I can only imagine the enormous pressure from the publisher, from the public. Everybody was so excited about this book. So I'm here to tell you, I think that Animal Friends of Pica Pau 2 lives up to the hype and then some. I am telling you what, I cannot believe that this woman has the level of creativity that she has and was able to put out a book that actually, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. I actually think that these 20 patterns are even better than the original ones. I still love the original ones. I am still going to crochet those toys, but I'm telling you right now, I think that this one is just as good, probably even better. So let's go ahead and just jump right in, and I want to share with you the project that I made from the new book, and it is Little James Duck, and I think he is so cute. I literally love this pattern so much. I think that he is just full of personality. He is full of character, and I love that he is not your traditional duck. He is not the traditional colors. He is wearing a golfing hat. He also has these beautiful embroidered tail feathers in the back, and I just think that he looks so cute. One of the things I really love about him is these are the actual colors that she uses in the book. Now, it's not the exact yarn that she uses, which she does have a yarn line now that is absolutely beautiful. It's all cotton yarns. And as you know, if you've ever been here before, I don't use cotton because it triggers my tendonitis in my elbow. So I don't use cotton anymore. And I'll leave a link for that video in case you're like, wait a minute, I have some joint issues after I crochet. It could be the cotton that you're using. So check that out. But let's get back to James here. I matched up the colors as much as I could to what she had in the design. And I never would have put all these colors together color, and I think it is beautiful. This is like a duck egg, and this is a little bit of a, I can't even think of the color this is. This is like a purpley pink, and there's some white, and there's the navy, and there's the yellow, and a little bit of the brown. And I just think that all together it just works so beautifully. I think he is really spectacular. He has so much personality, and that's the thing that I love about this book, is that each one of these characters has so much personality. I'm going to share some of my favorites with you. I'm not going to give away all 20 designs because I want you to be able to experience that for yourself, but I'm going to share some of the ones that I am really excited about making next. So let's go ahead and talk about one of my favorites, and that is Satsuki Cat. I love this pattern. I love cat patterns. I love cats, and some of you may know that we have a rescue kitten named Olive, and actually Olive is going to be a year old next month. I can't believe it. I crocheted Olive a beautiful granny square blanket from Lucy from Attic 24. I'll leave a link for that video as well. It is a beautiful granny square blanket, and I thought, you know what? Olive is going to need her own kitty cat as well. You may be thinking that that cat doesn't know that that's her blanket, and I'm here to tell you that yes, she does. That cat sleeps on that blanket every single day. It's probably where she spends most of her time, is she loves her granny square blanket. Somehow she knew that it was for her, and it might be because I put the blanket in the spot that she loved already, so now she knows that that's her blanket. I think that I'm going to make this Satsuki Cat because number one, it's sort of already in her colors. She is a beautiful gray cat, and I just think that this would be so pretty. And what I love about this cat is she's wearing this cute little mouse brown, very trendy little dress, but she also has the big bow, and I just think bows are so pretty. But I love that it's oversized. I love that Jan Shankle, when she does the descriptions for each of the toys, they have so much personality. They have a little bio that talks about how they grew up, what they're doing now, and they're always like have these amazing jobs in real life now. She just has such an amazing imagination, and for me that is just, I love it so much. So Satsuki Cat is going to be one of the first ones I make. Originally, when I first saw the cover of the book, I thought I am going to crochet that lobster, and I love Philip Lobster. I think he is the cutest lobster pattern I have ever seen. I don't think there's a whole lot of lobster patterns out there, but I really do love him. He has so much personality. Kind of reminds me of the frog a little bit, that he's got some spunk going on, and I just love that about him. And the reason why I ended up not doing him first was because I've got several shades of red, and I wanted to get it right, and I just couldn't decide on it. For Little James Duck, I used the Paintbox Wool Mix Aran, and there are so many different colors, and so I have like 3 different reds, and I was just debating back and forth, and I think what I've decided is that I'm going to use the tomato red. It's a nice bright red. It's not dark. It's more of a bright and happy red rather than a dark and moody red, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to definitely be making Philip Lobster very soon as well. One of the things that I love about Animal Friends of Pica Pau, the original book, is that I was able to customize some of these toys to make them exactly the way I wanted to. Although I made 14 of them, most of them I made multiple times. The original pattern is a boy with a blue and white striped shirt and a bow tie, and I made it that way twice, and then I decided that I wanted to add a little tutu, and I kept the hat, but I changed it all to pink, and I think that she turned out absolutely adorable. I actually used the bow tie for the pattern, and I just put it right down here around her skirt. And you're going to be able to find a link to this tutorial. I share exactly how I did it in case you are interested. But that's the thing that I love about these patterns, is that by changing up some of the colors, changing a few little details like this, adding something, taking away something, you can make it really unique and all your own. One of my favorite patterns in the book is Louisa Elephant. I think that this is one of the most amazing patterns. There are a lot of crocheted elephant patterns out there, and this is what amazes me. How Jan Shankle, the author, can design something that looks totally new, that is totally unique, and is just so adorable. I will never get over that woman's creativity and her ability to make something new. I think that this pattern is so cute, and one of the things I really love about it is that the trunk looks really, really good, and I think that that is a difficult thing to do because sometimes the trunk can look kind of weird and awkward. This one looks wonderful, and when I was looking at how the trunk is constructed, I thought, well, that was a genius way to do that. I thought it was really, really good. The other thing I really love is that the elephant's pants knots are really it's a beautiful stitch. It almost looks like a basket weave. And I was looking at it and thought, wow, it is not complicated, but it is really, really beautiful. So I cannot wait to make this elephant pattern. I actually saw that the ears look very similar to the way the wings of the duck are constructed. And I just think that is really nice that she is using elements that you already feel familiar with, that she uses those elements in the other patterns, which makes it feel like you're not having to learn something all over again, because I do enjoy sometimes things being a little bit easier. Next, let's look at Agatha Bee. And oh my goodness, I think that this bee pattern is one of the cutest things I've ever seen. So there are a lot of crocheted bee patterns out there, and they usually look kind of the same. They're pretty standard. And I love this one because it doesn't look like a bee at all, but it does look like a bee. So it's really cute. It has pink wings. There's lots of different kind of color work going on, and I just think that that looks so cute. She has little shoes. I love that it doesn't look like a bee, but you know it's a bee. It has so much personality. It's so unique. That's why I think that this book really does live up to all the hype, because these are all animals that we know and love, but she has given them a new spin, has created something so different and unique, and that is what I love about it. And this is the first time that she's had an insect in the book. So in the original, there weren't any bugs or insects, and that's why I think it's really fun that there was the bee in this one. The next pattern that I am so in love with is Seville Lion. Now he is on the cover. He is magnificent. He commands an audience when you look at him, and I just love him with his big mane and his pink scarf, and I just think it looks so cute. What I like to do is go through when I like a pattern and kind of look at some of the details and think, how is she constructing that? How is that pattern written? And I really, really love the way the mane is constructed. Now it looks to me like it's going to be a yarn hog, and I'm going to need a lot of that brown yarn to make sure that I have enough for the mane, but it looks so good. And just by looking at it, I couldn't really figure out what in the world did she do there. But once I saw the pattern, I thought, wow, that is really unique. That is genius. So the last pattern I'm going to share is Javier Goat. I have actually been looking for a goat pattern for some time now, because there are so many people who love goats, and I just thought this would be really, really cute. But I haven't really found a goat pattern that I actually really liked. Now I'm going to say something that may be very controversial, but goats sort of freak me out just a little bit. It's something about their eyes that make me, I don't know. Well, it may have to do with the fact that when I was pregnant with our first child, we lived out in the middle of the country, and the neighbors had a goat. And this goat had those big horns, and he would wander around and he would come up to where we were, and he always tried to butt my stomach. So my stomach was huge. I was one of those pregnant ladies that had like a huge watermelon belly, and this goat would constantly kind of jump up in there and try to hit my stomach with his horns. Used to make my husband so mad. So maybe it's something about that that has always made me not really love goats, but I know a lot of people really do. So when I saw this pattern, I thought, okay, this one is really, really cute. I actually looked up to see what kind of goat might this actually be. So I found these Nigerian dwarf goats that he sort of looks like a little bit, and I think he's really cute. And I love that he's got this dungaree pattern that she calls it, and they're just fabulous. I would love an outfit like that, to be honest with you. But I think he has a really cute face. I think the whole pattern, the whole design is so cute, and I really think you're gonna like him too, especially if you like goats. I would like to just thank you all again for stopping by the Le Petite Saint Crochet YouTube channel. I appreciate you all so much. If you would please like this video, if you would hit that subscribe button, that would be amazing. I also want to let you know that I've got two things that you may or may not be aware of. I have a monthly newsletter. If you just head to the blog post, there is a place where you can sign up for the monthly newsletter right there. And I just send out once a month. I always add something a little special for my newsletter subscribers that you're not going to get anywhere else. I also have a printable that you might want to check out. It is called Honey, Get Control of Your Whips, and it's for those of us who might have a problem with all of our works in progress. It is a paid printable, but it is only $2.99 American dollars. I've had so much good feedback about it. So many people who are saying, I'm finally getting control of all of my whips. And that was my goal. That was my hope, is that I could give you actionable steps, not just pie in the sky, but really concrete steps that you could do to be able to get control of it, because I know that it is something that we as crafters struggle with. We get a lot of things going, and sometimes it's difficult to finish them. It's a problem that we all have, and I was determined to get control of it for myself, and I thought once I did, hey, I'm going to share it with everybody else. So I will leave a link for that as well for you. As always, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you, actually more than you know, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Happy stitching.